Hey guys, I think I'm going to continue this a little bit, just to expand a little bit more on trying to find some more of this music, or in how I kind of, I don't know, I like yammering on about music or trying to find this stuff, because I know it's too easy these days to find the garbage, but it's not easy to find the really good stuff. And I understand that people's tastes are subjective. What I will find good, other people will think is garbage too, but for the sake of argument, because it seems that a lot of the people like the music I play, I'm just going to assume that you guys like, music I play, so I'll kind of go on with it. I was always more of an underground guy than a mainstream type person.
No way.
Though I will admit that not everything I found on my own, like really good hip-hop, I had to have been pointed in that direction. If Laquan, by the way, ever is watching these videos, I must thank you, dude. I must thank you when we were kids, when you turned us on the video music box. That was the beginning of my true march towards real music. But from then on, I noticed that my tastes tend to run a little bit different than other people. I used to like certain hip-hop people, other people like, why the hell are you listening to them? A couple of months later, they're the shit! Yeah, I already knew that. That's why I was listening to them. But I noticed that hip-hop was beginning to lose its focus as the 90s continued to roll on. But then that's when I accidentally found the beauties of Ninja Tune. It's funny, you find some of the best stuff by accident. It was, and I didn't even know it was Ninja Tune at the time. Shit, my CDs right now are all upstairs, so I can't really show it on here. But some of you guys who like listening to Ninja Tune, I'm sure you know of that one particular album, Ninja Food versus Cold It was like Cold Cut and Confusion or something like that. No, that's the other one. Sheesh, I'm getting titles mixed up now. It was DJ Crush versus DJ Food Fight or something like that. It was like this double CD thing, which was kind of like a sample of the music that they had out that year. One thing that Ninja Tune likes to do, I'm pretty sure they're still doing it up to this day, but back then, every year they would come out with sort of like this catalog CD, which would have a collection of some of the best stuff that they had coming out on that label. And that particular year, they decided, you know what, we're not just going to put out individual tracks, we're going to make a mix. We're just going to make a mix, like a DJ mix of some of our best stuff. And you know what, we won't just do it once, we'll do it twice. So we'll have DJ Crush do one of them, and then we'll have Cold Cut do the other one. And it was fucking sweet. Oh man, there's a reason why I collected that CD 3 freaking times. Each time I ended, like the first time it got broken, second time I lost it, and I ended up buying it the third time. Because it's that good. It's an old CD, and it's that damn good. You can still get it on Ninja Tune if you guys are interested. But that was the first time I ever heard of Ninja Tune, and I didn't even know it was Ninja Tune at the time. It was just something that my brother happened to have had. A friend of mine had passed it off to him. My brother is a DJ in New York, and he, of course, people who are into music, you get hookups to other people who like different forms of music. That's just the way it is. If you really are a musician and you're into something, you will bump into other musicians, and they will get you linked up to other forms of music. And musicians love all types of music unless they're fucking morons, and in that case, you tend not to. They don't make real music anyway. But that's a rant. I'm going off topic here. But someone had lent my brother that CD, and he listened to a part of it. I'm like, that's freaking awesome. And he's like, yeah, here you go. It's okay. I don't think it's all that great, but here you go. He just passed it off to me. And that CD was my best friend until he had to give it back. I was just like, whoa, what is this, right? But I didn't know what it was, because the CD itself, I guess I was just too stupid to really read it. And the case, unfortunately, didn't have the front part. Like, you know how a CD, you got this and you got the back? This part was missing. So all I had was the back, which had had 2 lists of songs. And what makes it worse, Ninja Tune kind of effed up. So CD number 1 and CD number 2, they mixed the tracks together. So I'm listening to CD number, and that's another thing. I didn't know what tracks were playing anyway, so I didn't know which one was which. And CD number 1, they put with CD number 1 here, but I had the wrong track list. So I had no clue what I was listening to, and I didn't think I would ever find it again. But I was always like, man, that music was awesome. What is it? Like, you heard a little bit of drum and bass, you heard some chill out, some awesome stuff. And I also got to hear a little bit of Amon Tobin on that, and Amon Tobin's probably one of my favorite guys on Ninja Tune. Fast forward a few years to when I first started living out on my own. And, those were good days. That was the day when I really found out, if you really want to know your survival skills, live out on your own and see how well you do without mommy and daddy helping you. And I'm not even talking about if you're living in a dorm. No, go out and live on your own. Get a job, pay bills, and see what you can do to survive. Do you know how to save money? I lived for at least, 4 years on my own. And at the time when I first moved out, I was only making about $158 a week. And I was able to do it. Granted, I had roommates with me, but I still ended up with a surplus of money at the end of the month. And I also know how to get stuff for free. My internet, got it for free. Here's a secret to you guys who are still stuck on dial-up, though. If you aren't stuck on dial-up, I feel sorry for you. If you don't want to move up to cable or DSL yet, if you're on dial-up, you don't have to pay for it. No. I never once paid for dial-up. Not once. Not once. And I did it legally. There are services around the country where you can get that stuff for free. You just need to know where to look. I'm going off topic, but yeah, tricks of the trade. Anyway, I was on my own, I'm online, I'm loving being online, and that's when I bumped into a nice, cute little program called Winamp. Winamp in the old days was awesome. Winamp these days is a bit bloated, but I still use it. And I found out about streaming radio. Never heard of streaming radio before, so I'm going through all these things, and I'm like, sucks, modern hip-hop sucks. What's this? I forgot the name of that old station. It no longer exists. It died like maybe 6 months after I first started listening to them. But they were playing the type of stuff that I play in my videos. Swear. That's when I found out what Ninja Tune was. That's when I found out about Fila Brasilia. That's when I found out about, what's the name of that group? I'm sorry I'm blanking out, guys. Well, I'll just say Cold Cut, because that's one of the guys that did play. Bustling Out. That's the name I was trying to remember. All these guys, they were playing them. And I see and what made it awesome was this whole streaming radio, as you guys know, if you listen to it, I'm seeing the names of the artists, the names of the tracks, sometimes the names of the albums. So now I know what to look for. Every time there was a track I loved, like, it got so bad that on my computer desk, besides my screen and my computer monitor and my keyboards up here, but I had a notepad sitting right there. Every time I heard a track I like, I'm like, oh shit. Yep. And then when I got my money, paid my bills and all that, I headed straight to J&R Music World. Those of you in New York, you know what that is. Went over there. Do you guys have? And believe it or not, sometimes that store would have it. I know many people consider J&R Music World a straight up mainstream place. I don't know what it's like now because I haven't been in New York for years, but I know back then when I was, when I was living on my own around 2000, 2001, I'm telling you, you'd be surprised what you can find on those racks. Much of my early Ninja Tune stuff came straight from J&R Music World. Some of my early jungle that I picked up, straight from J&R Music World. And then later on when I, realized that it was better to shop in the Village for a lot of underground stuff, that's what I did. But I found out how to find this music by first listening to it online, writing down the names, and then, so I did it, methodically. Just pretty much the way other people would do it. Oh my god, that sounds awesome, who made it? You find out, you go out and get it. And that's what I did. And then, like I said, I ended up with a massive collection. A lot of those CDs, I said I lost them, but thankfully I did convert them over to MP3s in my computer, and a lot of the music that I had before, I still have to this day. Even the music that I lost, because I lost my old computer also, but I did burn some of them. Had some of them on CD. I'll show you. Yeah. See this? See this thing here? At least this little section right here, burnt music. From old CDs, and I saved them on MP3. Just always back up. Then back up your backups and then back those up as well. You never know. I got like so much freaking music now since I've been collecting these tunes, like I said, since 2000, 2001. And while I did lose some, I gained a lot back, and I got tons more in its place. And yeah, that's why I'm saying it's hard for me to cite where I get them for. Like these days, you're like, where you get it from? Some of the places I can't go to anymore. Like the places in New York, I don't live there anymore, so I don't get it from there. And though I live near Chicago, this is a shame. I've been living around this area for like 5, 6, 7 years now, and I still have yet to shop around Chicago for music. Yeah, I know. Shameful. And from what I've realized that there's a place similar to the Village somewhere around in Chicago where I can get this stuff. I just don't know where, and I need to make the time to go out there. But I know people listen to this stuff because for those of you who live in Chicago, you might know this. WBCD, on Saturday evenings from midnight on. So I guess that would, is it Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday?
Saturday.
Friday night. It's Friday night because I know once it hits and when it goes into Saturday from midnight on, from midnight to 4, there's a, you listen to WDCB. There's a station on there. There's a show on. I'm running out of time. Show on called Acid Jazz by Moonlight. They play tons of this stuff. The stuff I like listening to. Tons of that shit. And every week I call in there. I want you to play this. Play me some Thievery Corporation. You know, because they ask for requests. So who knows? Some of you guys who listen to Chicago, you might find out that some of the music you're hearing, I recommended one of it. No. Well, requested, not recommended. Well, I ended up rattling off, I guess, more about, not exactly what I wanted to talk about, but yeah. I guess this will give you an idea of how I've been collecting all this stuff. See you later.